So my name is Josh Greer. I studied children's work, family support work and ministry with Oasis, and I graduated 2 years ago, which means I started in around 2010. I had previously done the gap year and already had a pre-existing relationship with Oasis, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do whilst doing the gap year, and then decided to kind of realise I kind of fall in love with youth work and children's work, and so it seemed like the obvious next step was to kind of continue that training and develop as a professional. I think I really appreciated it being a small college. It felt much more familiar and friendly than elsewhere. I started an undergraduate elsewhere actually and dropped out. And part of that was kind of the anonymity of it all, and you can edit that a little bit out.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, like it was quite a big place, and I was getting caught up in kind of the more social side, and the fact that I wasn't turning up to lectures or whatever just kind of largely slipped by. But like coming here, I felt really connected both to my fellow students, but also the staff team who were really engaging and supportive, and kind of the relationships that we had and developed here that I love so much. In large part were not just in lectures, but it was the kind of the ad hoc conversations outside of lectures that meant the most, and it was really, that's what I love about it. Yeah, so when I arrived, I talked to the staff team about the fact that I was fairly certain I had dyslexia, but I'd never been screened for that, and so they set up an appointment to go see an educational psychologist who confirmed to me that I was dyslexic, and also informed me that I was dyspraxic as well. And the level of support that I got working through that and kind of learning how the best ways that I learn and how to kind of mitigate those kind of challenges that having dyslexia and dyspraxia can present, but also to recognise them for strengths and kind of different opportunities that brought to my learning. So that was incredible, but also just like I said before, it's like the thing that I often think about most fondly is the kind of conversations that would start in lectures but would carry on over tea with both like staff and students. That like the corridors were a really engaging place where I think I did more learning almost in those kind of conversations than I necessarily did in lectures, because like it was just a really engaging environment, so I really enjoyed that. So I guess just to rewind it a little bit, like I really learned at Oasis by being supported and facilitated in my own exploration of learning. I learned that I was actually quite a capable student, which I didn't believe when I got here. So I kind of got to Oasis not really believing in myself, but that kind of level of support and facilitation from the college really pushed me forwards. And so I'm now doing a Masters in Human Rights, Culture and Social Justice. I'm doing that at Goldsmiths, and yeah, I mean basically what I really learned and value about Oasis is that it wasn't a kind of this is the answer to the question. It was very much like we're going to explore these questions together and like, kind of critically engage with different subjects, theories, ideas around theology or youth work or philosophy or whatever subject we're kind of covering. But yeah, that's what I really valued, was that critical conversation, that it wasn't just like we're going to talk about what youth ministry is and be told this is what it is, but it was always a dialogue, always various different ideas that has really pushed me on academically. That is the kind of thing, I think, the strongest skill set that I've got both now in my profession as a youth worker, but also in my kind of ongoing academic progression, is that critical engagement. Okay, Oasis College is engaging, it is passionate, and it is community. I think that's what I would say, yeah. There you go, it's your 3 words.